We're going to get into an extreme home edition of Would You Rather. And guys, don't jump the gun. Take a deep breath. Give yourself time to think. These are layered questions. It's like an onion that you peel back. Would you rather be extremely rich, but no one will ever know who you are or any contributions that you make? That doesn't mean they're not going to like know you if you walk by and you know, they're not going to know you're in this position. So would you rather be extremely rich, but no one will ever know who you are or your contributions? Or would you rather have just enough money to live, but be extremely famous and universally admired and revered, brother?
I'm going to go with the first one. Show me the money! And I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm going to go with the first one. Just because I'm not saying I'm famous, never have been, never will be for all I know. Who knows? But I do know what it's like for people to be up in your face, like especially if I go to like local bars and all that kind of stuff.
Hi. Yes, I know. Very exciting. Chris, let's get it to go. People are staring at me.
First of all, Dallas Maverick, y'all decided to show up when it's game's 3-0, but it's so annoying. Basketball's so annoying.
So just for the record, you'd rather be extremely rich, but no one will ever know who you are.
100%. And the reason why I want to be extremely rich when nobody knows who I am is because fame is fine, but there's also crazy people out there.
Get out of the way!
They take their admiration too far, and many people have lost their life because someone thinks they're attached to them, and there's this weird psychological thing where they think they know you and yada yada yada, and it's not very good. Like when I have my little tiny bit of love that when we were down in Dallas for WrestleMania, it was awesome.
I'm the king of the world!
It was awesome, but I always have to be on. And I also have to make sure I'm not saying anything crazy because camera phones and stuff like that, because I can lose my job. You know what I mean? That's another thing that fame does, by the way. Nowadays, you can lose your job for being too famous. Whereas if I'm somebody like Heidi already knows what I always say. Like if you ask me who I want to be in fame, I like to be H. John Benjamin. Who the hell is H. John Benjamin? He's the guy that does Archer's voice.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's the guy that's on Bob's Burgers.
Oh.
Yeah, and you couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because he's just a voiceover actor. He's famous. He makes great money, and you don't even know who he is. That's who I would love to be, like a famous voiceover actor.
But if somebody goes to like a Bob's Burgers convention panel at Comic-Con,
yep, that's when you get to see him.
Then you get to be in your element, and you get to be revered by a panel of your peers and fans, brother.
Yeah, facts. So no fame for me. Guapage, no fame.
Okay, so on my Facebook page, Jordan Michael Colson, if you want to go, I posed this question earlier to promote the show and just give you a little taste of things to come.
Give a little
Evan didn't see this. 99% of you, until just now, we have one for the latter. All of you said you'd rather be extremely rich, and I don't really care who knows me, but I know some of you, and you always say that you can't find the girl that you want, and you also always say, what's going on this weekend? What's the move? Where the girls at? And all of the above. Dude, like where's the party? Why? Because there's alcohol? Maybe. Because there's girls? Yes. So that's part of this. So you would get that adulation from the opposite sex. And ladies, you work the same way, because I know a lot of people. So you're like, find me a good guy. Let's go somewhere fun where there's dudes. So are people being earnest when they say, because 99%, until one, I'm going to share it in a second, said what you said. They didn't explain it in the great depth and detail that you did, brother. Everyone's saying that they'd rather be wealthy and unknown. But there is something alluring about that fame, because for your time in WWE, for your time with the MacMania podcast at WrestleMania, you know, dipping your toe in that water, brother. It feels good when you get acknowledged for your work. So let's not act like that's out of left field.
Oh, and make no mistake. See, that's my thing. I'm talking about because I've already asked myself this question before, so I can say it with certainty. The reason why I don't think a lot of people are being honest about their answer, because a lot of people don't even know what that's like. It's more than intoxicating. People kissing your ass for you doing practically nothing. This is why I think so many actors, they always have to donate charity, because they feel so bad about being famous for just acting. You know what I mean? And it's so like, it's not a bad thing if you guys want fame and love. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with admitting it. That's because I think people think there's going to be a wrong answer in this. Would you rather? No, it's would you rather. What I'm just trying to say, for me and my peace of mind and privacy and chilling, and like, I would like, if someone asked me what's my happiest moment, if I could have a big old house in Tokyo with my family and my friends, and without nobody knowing who we were, I'd be the happiest dude in the world. If I could have everybody I know and love in a big old compound in Tokyo, you never see my black behind again. That fame and that love and that props and people all week taking pictures for me, that I feel some type of way. I feel good about it. I felt great. It was awesome. Make no mistake about it, brother.
Lori Bauman says she'd rather be rich and famous.
Yeah, thank you, because there's nothing wrong with being. I'm not saying there's a wrong answer. It's you have no people. You know, rich and famous people get free shit even when they're rich and famous.
So that brings me to the point of what she's saying.
Dominic!
We never said with the fame you can't garner money eventually. We said you have just enough to live, but maybe that can lead to money. But now when we say you're rich, you're never, but you will never be acknowledged. You'll never garner that fame or that respect for doing those things. So having that money and maybe being living a lonely lifestyle, it might get lonely after a while. And they're gonna get extreme and hot and heavy real quick, brother.